Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic, where we are finally getting the side quest done. Okay. Where's Juhani? Bastil is captured, by the way, and we have to go to the Starforge as quickly as possible to rescue her, before she turns to the dark side and
possibly be Raven, the one, the Jedi whose troops saved me on Taris. It was Raven, leading an army out to defeat the Mandalorians. It was you. I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith that something was wrong with it. The woman who saved me, who I have come to care for, could never go completely to the dark side.
I regret any of the harm I may have caused.
It is good to know that you have truly changed. It gives me hope. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example, and there is no way I can fail.
Overconfidence can also lead to the dark side. You flatter me.
Yes, that is true. I suppose you would know better than I. I will never forget.
Oh, I've kept her. I hope I did not just cut off the romance option.
How may I be of...
Wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about? Of course.
Okay, I hope I just didn't cut off the romance option by not picking let's get mission. And you. Okay. Hello, customs officer. Hello, docking bay mechanic.
Ikukuno no ba mulirati-kun. Tomhit-kun tunting. Ne botemata de punage. Dulpi kikiurana.
You mean Malik?
Runda di hotonga kun hankari.
Okay. Speaking of Darth Ravan, of you. How do you know who I am?
Takum justak miki grabulmoko. Kachichu
You have rare items of extraordinary value and power. You're with the exchange. Independent operators, though often our transactions involve those who represent the exchange. Always done business with the owner of the Ebon Hawk, David King, most recently. Ahida Othar before him, Foria Hansa before her. But we were reluctant to approach you. You had no ties to exchange, which was a problem. Even worse, you were a Jedi, not the sort of person we normally associate with. Get to the point. So why are you approaching me now? Reports of the Ebon Hawk traveling to many different planets. We wanted to know what you were up to. At your last point, we placed a small tracking device on your ship. Reports back that you had been captured by Leviathan. Once we had that information, we began digging into our sources within the Sith fleet. What sources? Millions of soldiers on the Sith fleet. Surely you can't be surprised that someone would sell information. Even high-ranking officers aren't immune to the lure of using credits. Escapades on the Leviathan created quite a stir on the Sith fleet. Of course, Malik tried to suppress the truth about your identity. There were more than a few summary executions, but even if security footage is destroyed and witnesses of science, some bits of information could always slip through. Spin through enough credits together, a tiny piece of the puzzle becomes clear, and I've accidentally pushed the right click and I'm trying not to release it. Okay, doesn't cause anything. We know what happened on the Leviathan, at least we know enough. You are Darth Ravan. You are going to kill Malik for daring to claim to make the oath of the Sith. And how does this involve you? My partner and I deal in rare and powerful items, weapon, armor, things you can use in your battles against Malik. Okay, let me see these items. They're with my partner, but they're yours if you got the credit to buy them. We do want to make a profit on this after all. The Drishte Cantina in Korriban. There's a Rodian in there named Mika Doran. Tell Mika Zealfram sent you to look at the premium items. I'll check it out. Already knows to expect you. Just tell him to look at the premium. Once Malik is beaten, don't forget who helped you to victory. Of course. Are you the guy that put all those things in my, I can't remember what they're called, the little frog things in my ship? I bet you are. Okay. That is where we want to go. That's... I suppose we could do speeder racing too. Swoop bike racing. Ah, here you are. Griff.
You're back! I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tech land for me, right?
Here's the tech lab. Take it.
Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Tarisian Ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. Thanks, Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
Please, Griff, let this be the last time. No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Hey, sis, no need to worry about that. I've turned over a new leaf. From now on, I'm gonna stay out of trouble and do things right. And once we've cornered the market on Tarisian Ale, good things will be heading my way. Then I'll make it up to you, Mission. Just wait, you'll see. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Tarisian Ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of 100 credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, at least 20 times your investment.
You already promised me a few thousand credits.
Hey, don't worry. You'll get your credits as soon as we start mass producing that Tarisian Ale. I just wanted to know if you...
Here's Twink.
Wise move. I can see you really understand how business works.
No.
Now, when you see your chance, you jump
I wouldn't
in,
be in my
That's
position
my motto.
where I am.
I better get started on brewing that ale. Meet me back here later, and I'll have a down payment on what I owe you.
You're going to be dead later, aren't you? Okay. Why isn't... Oh, I only picked Mission for some reason. Okay. Weird. We'll might come back to this later. Okay, what is my level? What's my experience at? Not far. Okay. I could talk to everybody. But instead, I'm going to travel to Manon. Wait, don't we need to go rescue my son and find the last piece of the star map to get to the Star Forge? Ah, that'll... Well, when we get there, we want to be as high level as possible. Level? You'll see. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side of the pause, on the other side of the cutscenes, in just a moment. Hello, welcome back. The cutscenes are done, and there was a Starfighter bit, and I didn't record it, which is a shame because it was actually the best I'd ever done with it, mostly because they clustered for some reason. We are here to look into a murder mystery. You know, because that's a thing we have time to do. Let's see. We're going to want Jolie in the party, because the mission only triggers if he's in your party. I'm going to go ahead and put her in my party this time. Did anybody level? Nobody leveled. You're not quite. You're level 15. Okay. Okay, so we're... No. We have to go back out now. Okay. Okay. It's going to be a little bit expensive for us to get on because they remember us from when we were here last time and caused so much trouble. Not that we didn't fix a lot of trouble too, but they do remember that we caused a lot of trouble. Even though he has joined your group, Jolie remains a somewhat mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you. Speak to Jolie.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why did you decide to come with
You
me?
got yourself a fast little ship? I forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Oh, frightful.
Okay. Let's see. So you wanted to ride on my
Well, it
ship?
could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of a synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
You're going to be evasive about this, aren't you? No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a panther.
Did you annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
I never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking about?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
And go on.
Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
How old are you? And what does that have to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Okay. Side thing, I've had a character with a destiny that manifested like that in Legend of the Five Rings. Got found by a couple of Kolat ninjas. My character was a little bit ninja and a little bit more diplomat. They decided to talk to her. She talked them into believing some things before they killed her, which caused them to eviscerate their entire organization in the area and pretty much derail the entire plot the GM had in mind. It was fun. Okay, so she did have the Great Destiny feat, and we decided after postmortemly that was her destiny, to screw the Collad up and get them into committing societal suicide. Not seppuku. That's completely different. Aside from the fact that you kill yourself. Hello. 500 credits. It used to be 100. You have been deemed disruptive to Otto City trade. If you wish to enter, must pay our fees. I could do this, but I'm just going to do this. Here's a visitor guide. Refer to it if you have any questions. I'm now open to you. You may come and go as you please, so long as you do not leave the planet. If you do, you will have to pay the docking fee once more. Okay. Yep, I have plenty of credits. Okay, so we want to go to West. Otto West is here. I kind of wanted to talk to some of the Sith that are here. If there are still some. Traveler. The Traveler has come. I kind of wish there was an epilogue on some of these where you could go around talking to all the people in the different places and say, hey, what do you think about things?
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunray. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why, whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunray has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunray isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Laura. Where's Sunray now?
Sunray's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Laura. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunray. Somehow.
Okay, are the courts in here? It's a holding cell. Yeah, they're the courts. It's been a while since I've been here. 5 minutes left on this video. We are not free to discuss the incident. Remember your involvement in it quite well. What is it you wish to bring to my attention? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunray. This is acceptable, I believe. In the non-legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. The arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are Jedi, I believe you can fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunray's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunray versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize the defense of your client. I advise you to use it wisely. Sunray was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Alassa Hooters. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Otto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Crippled status. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Yay, we can finally get in there. Alassa was found dead of a blaster wound with incriminating public medal clutched in her hand. The information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to reveal all information before the trial starts. Also, find what am I missing? Oh, you may question Sunray or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunray. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt. Not really. All it will take is getting all of you to raise torches at the same time.
Seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it?
Very suspicious. You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case, meaning how I should phrase my sentences to make you raise all your torches. This is also your first case, and you are an off-worlder. I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Okay. And we got 100 experience just for that. Oh, see, if I had recorded that little bit with the space combat, I would have been able to end the video here about a normal time. I'm still going to end the video here so I can go find my notepad. Because it's always nice to have a notepad for these BioWare trial sections so you know which judge responds to which thing. But, and also so I can map out where the judges are, so I can tell them apart. Because unlike other BioWare things, they've given us the same character model for each of the judges, so you can't just identify them based off the character model the way you could previously. Which is really unfortunate considering this falls into the they all look alike category. Anyway, so I'm getting my notes. I'm getting something to take notes with. I'll see you shortly.